What's up, heathens? How ya doing? So yes, tonight we're going to be going over a call for an uprising. He has a video where he is talking about the New York blue light thing, the Transformer arc that happened at the end of last year. He has some ideas as to what it might be, mainly Project Bluebeam, and he's going to kind of go over his reasoning for why he thinks it's Project Bluebeam. But also, for why people think that it is like an alien invasion, which there were some people out there that were like, it's an alien invasion! And of course, that's not correct, but that's what he thinks. And we're going to be going over that. We're also going to be going over comments, but tonight it's not really going to be my comments, but comments on his video. So yeah, we're going to be going over the crazy ass shit that goes on his channel, as well as Today I Learned and some shitty ass science. So I hope that you guys are ready. Team Skeptics in the house. If you are part of the Skeptic Mafia, you have access to a new emoji that is the Godless ding, which is the bell. So definitely try to use that tonight whenever you feel that a call for an uprising is being a particular idiot. So we'll show up soon. There it goes. All right. So yes, now we got our video for tonight. Of course, this is a call for an uprising, which I did miss a couple of super chats. First, we got Drew's book reviews. If only I had a brain D joke. Oh, I would while away the hours walking in the flowers. My hair all full of song.
Heart.
I'd be gliding. Huh?
Heart.
Heart?
My heart all full of song.
It says heart. Here.
It means heart.
Anyway. My heart all full of song. I'd be gilding all the lilies as I waved about my willy. If only I had a schlong.
I like it.
And then there's Philosophically Godless. Little Snarky thinks you're naked. No hat? Sad. It's a little hot in the apartment tonight. But I mean, I do have something over here. I mean, I've got my. There you go. I will weather it for you guys. How does that sound?
For Little Snarky.
Fuck. For Little Snarky. This is specifically for you, Little Snarky, so I hope you appreciate it. I know she does. She's very appreciative.
She's so sweet.
She's an awesome girl.
Yeah.
Thank you, Little Snark. All right. Now, this is a call for an uprising. I have not actually addressed this particular person on the channel yet, but one of my lights is off. There we go. But this guy is pure fucking crazy, and so is his fan base. We're going to see that later in the comments. But he is going to be covering the New York blue light situation that was actually a Transformer arc. And so earlier reports said that it was a Transformer explosion where a Transformer blew, but actually what it was I believe a Transformer or some kind of electrical equipment shorted out, caused an arc flash, which ended up pulsating the blue that we saw. The clouds, of course, reflected all of that information, reflected all of that blue light from the electricity. So that's what actually happened. They were able to shut it off really quick because, of course, electricity, and that's how you stop the flow of electricity, and it just stops. So yeah, that's what actually happened. But he's got a different idea as to what happened, and we're gonna find out what that is.
Yay!
Yay!
Skies of New York. You got to check this out. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie. A Transformer explosion at a power plant in Queens gave New Yorkers an unexpected light show last night.
I do have to say that the whole situation was very interesting and phenomenal. And I mean, this is not gonna this is something that doesn't normally happen, and we probably will never see it happen again. As far as like this particular situation, like with the shorting out of the electrical equipment and it causing an arc flash, and everybody just being like, "What the fuck?" But there have been other situations where the skies have turned different colors, and it's caused people to go crazy about it. So this is not an unusual situation in that other times it's happened, but this particular situation is kind of cool.
The explosion lit up the sky, it shook buildings, rattled windows, sent people running into the streets. The blast causing part of LaGuardia Airport, one of the nation's busiest airports, to lose power. Terrified travelers scrambling to safety as the eerie sky glowed just outside the window.
Yeah, there were people in my comment section that were saying that, oh, there was no power outage. It's like, motherfucker, that's a lie. Well, okay, sorry. Not a lie, but they didn't know that a power outage occurred, maybe? I don't know. Give them the benefit of the doubt. But, I mean, there was a power outage.
Hold on. Ken Schaefer said in the comments, arc flash equals what Noah did to his wife as foreplay. Sorry, I had to share. That was hilarious.
So we got JC. Will you be using your amazing singing voice? I already did. I already sang Today I Learned. And I had my uke and everything. Christmas, someone blew a transformer. Was it Optimus Prime? Nope, it was Megatron. Because only Megatron would be the one to get blown and then spew all over everything.
Is Megatron the blue one? Do Transformers have colors, or are those are the Power Rangers?
Well, yeah, Power Rangers have colors, honey. But I mean the Transformers have colors too. Like Bumblebee is obviously yellow. Optimus Prime is usually blue and red.
Oh.
I'm saying it's Megatron because he's an asshole.
Oh.
And it seems like only an asshole would like let his dick spray all over New York City.
Oh.
So
Godzilla does that shit.
Yeah. Neuter dude, go and give Casey a big hug and a few smooches. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Y'all can hear me, and I'm gonna give her a big hug.
Go back to your show.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to it. All right. Enough of the loving. I love you, honey.
I love you.
Thought it was fireworks going off, and I looked.
Huh?
You have another super chat.
Robert Kruthhofer. Hi, Robert. Yeah, it all aliens. They be real. How else you explain my anal probes? Wait, Robert, are you admitting to be an alien because you have anal probes ready?
Maybe he's been anally probed.
Well, I mean, that's one way to read into it. Dude, this guy, holy fuck. He looks like he's getting probed right now. The aliens definitely came down and probed me right in my beehole. I think the next emoji should be a brown star.
Oh God, please don't do that.
To my right, and I saw just the yellow sparks in the sky. It looked like blue fire.
You look in the sky and it was bright blue. It was insane. It was a really weird blue color too. I was like, aliens are here.
Aliens are here. That was a facetious comment, but you got fucking crazy people that'll take it as serious.
Well, even though some thought it was the beginning of Armageddon, no one was hurt.
Good thing.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show.
Hi, a call for an uprising. I hope you're ready to have a new asshole ripped, because I'm going to be the one to do it to you. It's not the aliens, I promise. They're not going to rip you a new asshole.
They might.
They probe the existing one. They don't create new ones. That leaves evidence.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, the anal rape would leave evidence too, but don't tell them that.
I mean, haven't you ever woken up with a new asshole?
What?
What?
Most of you have heard already about the blue skies that lit up New York City, Manhattan skyline, which we were told was from a power plant explosions. Now, lots of videos surfaced of mysterious lights going off in the sky beforehand, what some would say is a UFO, but really this is our government using their type of technology or what they would call space-type technology against us to deceive people. Because remember, nobody would ever think the government would be doing anything to us. And
okay, so we got a new super chat for Casey's Mega Soda.
What is a mega soda?
I don't know. You got a huge soda?
I mean, I have a 20-ounce Coke Zero.
Yeah. So I like how he said that there were lights going off prior to the main light show, which I have not seen any kind of reporting about there being lights prior to it. So I can only assume that he's pulling it out of his brown star. But, so yeah, he thinks that it was some kind of like government, like light show that's in preparation for something. And he thinks that it's the government that did it on purpose.
This is more Project Bluebeam, right in front of our faces. Remember, they have to test Project Bluebeam. They can't just roll something like this out.
So, yeah, they can't just roll Project Bluebeam out. They got to go through alpha testing, then beta testing, and then they got to get a select group of people to see if it falls them. So basically Project Bluebeam is this conspiracy theory where apparently the U.S. government, specifically NASA, is going to introduce a new alien species or something like that to replace religion or become the New World Order or something like that through technology and through like holograms and all this other stuff. Like basically it's NASA wanting to take over the world is what Project Bluebeam basically is. And so what he's going to do is he's going to try to support his hypothesis here with his quote-unquote evidence that this is Project Bluebeam and that the Project Bluebeam trying to introduce aliens into our society to create a new world order is factually supported by things that are said in the past.
You know what I don't understand?
What?
Why people think that, like, there's these giant government conspiracies to take over the world, like NASA or whoever else. I mean, these people clearly have never worked for the government because you can barely get any fucking thing done. There is no way that the government could pull off some shit like that.
Yeah. Which I don't know, honey, because they pulled off like the Apollo stuff and everything. I mean, they pulled off some pretty big things. Trump is doing a space force.
Trump is not doing a space force.
Maybe this is Trump's space force, guys. Maybe he's going to take over the entire world and become the world dictator through Space Force Blue Project-y stuff.
If it was Space Force, it would have happened here.
Don't shit on my parade.
Well, I mean, who would shit, like, on a parade? I mean, horses shit in the middle of parades, I guess.
Horses shit on parades, honey. That's right.
Without testing it. And where are they going to be able to test it in the sky other than, we know that they've tested this stuff out in the deserts of Nevada, right? And that's why you hear all that stuff. That's the reason for the aliens. That's the place, right? Area 51 or whatever they have out there. And everybody thinks, oh, that's where the aliens come and go. And
okay, so first of all, we've got Drew's book reviews with another super chat. It's Donald Trump's Space Force, but like everything else, he missed the target. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what happens when you control stuff with your toad dick. So basically, he thinks, so a call for an uprising thinks that all the UFO sightings and everything like that out in Nevada, in Area 51 and all that is really just Project Bluebeam testing so that they can introduce aliens into society. And apparently that's what that is. So any kind of conspiracy where you have aliens and everything like that that are abducting people and whatnot, nope, fucking Project Bluebeam. Project Bluebeam is like the trump card for these people.
Yeah.
Godless engineer, build the space wall and the Klingons will pay for it.
The Klingons don't pay for shit.
No, they don't. They take shit, don't they?
Yeah.
No, they're pretty violent.
it's because they do all the testing out there, all the CIA experimentation in the sky and all that stuff is done out there so people can't see it, right? But this right here has Bluebeam written all over it.
The sky's blue, therefore it's fucking Bluebeam. Ow, I hit my desk. Therefore, it's fucking Bluebeam. It's Project Bluebeam coming in to take over everything, create New World Order, and introduce the fucking Antichrist. Well, praise God and pass the fucking crazy pills. The crazy red pills. The red crazy pills. Whatever the fuck.
You can even see laser, if you look at some other footage that's out there, which doesn't seem doctored, you can see what looks like beams coming out of the sky shooting down at the power plant.
I like how he had to follow it up like, it doesn't seem doctored, but it's like, but you know, the fucking blue Death Star laser shooting out of the sky and destroying the power plant seems to be a legit fucking thing, guys. So now the government has some kind of aerial vehicle that fires fuck. It fires fuck all the way out to Fuckville into Nope Land and then shrinks Donald Trump's penis.
Why are you? Please stop talking about Donald Trump's penis. This is making me really uncomfortable, and I'm trying to eat macaroni and cheese.
Yes, I know I'm being very quiet. Thank you, honey.
Damn, you're welcome.
All right. Here we go. Sorry, apparently I forgot to wake my shit up. Anyways, so apparently the US government now has aerial vehicles that fly over things, shoot blue laser beams down and can destroy targets. Apparently, and then apparently those targets then glow with a blue glow and cause the sky to light up. That's what he legit thinks.
And of course, what stories come out immediately after this, right? Is it aliens? Was it an alien invasion? Instant deflection, instant, take your mind off of what really could be going on. Why would a power plant explosion cause the skies to be so blue? Why were there so much mysterious blinking and all this stuff in the sky? Because
I'm so glad that you asked. So, as I explained in my video that I posted last Saturday, it was an arc flash. Well, at that point, I thought it was a transformer explosion, but it was really an arc flash. Think of like a Jacob's Ladder kind of situation. Basically, there was enough voltage that was going on where the electricity could arc into another thing that could conduct electricity, and that that amps the current was powerful enough to where it could move through the air. You have to have a high voltage in order for that to happen, but it can happen. And so basically the valence electrons of the air molecules were being pushed out of their orbits of one atom and they would bind to another atom in the air. And when that binding to another atom occurs, it emits energy in the form of light. And depending on what medium these electrons are binding to atoms, it gives off different colors of light. For the atmosphere that was around the power plant, it emitted a blue light. The reason for the pulsation and flickering is the fact that the current and voltage did not stay constant during the situation. It actually changed, and that's why it pulsated.
Who's Your Atheist has some shitty ass science.
Who's Your Atheist? Obviously, some of Dr. Evil's sharks with frickin' laser beams got caught in a Sharknado. Oh my god, that is a beautiful, that is it. It was Sharknado laser beams.
Sharknado was ridiculous.
Sharknado was a fucking awesome movie.
You have the worst taste in movies.
No, I have the best taste in movies.
No.
Okay, because that is a hilarious... Sharknado is a hilarious movie because it's hilariously bad. It's hilariously... it has no plot points. Like, there's like nearly no plot in it. Okay? But that makes it hilarious.
You like Waterworld.
I do like Waterworld. Waterworld was a fantastic... Don't you fucking ding me.
Hey, you made the ding thing.
I did.
Everybody ding him.
Everybody, no, everybody's gonna use the ding against me. I get it.
Yep.
Philosophically Godless, Mac and Trump, PP, extra cheesy.
I hate you.
The people out there, you even heard in the news clip, right? I thought it was, an alien invasion. Then all these mainstream outlets write articles, the Washington Post, you name it, New York Post, New York Times. And they all have, interview cops and they go, can you promise us it wasn't an alien invasion? Okay, the alien invasion is all part of the deception.
the alien invasion is part of the deception. It's the controlled opposition, okay? It's the psyops being run by the CIA operatives that are operating in the United States to create a blue light show in New York City. So where I started off with why I paused is because he was like, oh, they're asking the cops, please tell us this is not an alien invasion. And I didn't hear anybody, like, I've never heard anybody beg the cops that it wasn't an alien invasion or tell them that it wasn't. Like, I've heard people facetiously refer to it as an alien invasion. To be quite honest, I'm really surprised that nobody has referenced that Netflix movie. Oh, what is it? Skyline? I think it's called Skyline. It's got fucking blue lights in it, too. Oh, we got a new member, Team Skeptic.
You know what to do.
Yeah, actually, everybody special for Team Skeptic, put the dings in there. All the dings. Not that you're an idiot, Team Skeptic, just we're paying homage to your likeness.
Yeah, that thing. Paying homage. Totally not an idiot.
Need I remind you of the multiple times that Ronald Reagan has talked about an alien invasion? Talking about how it would take an attack from an outside force to get all human beings together as one. Remember, the goal is to get everybody together as one. One religion, one currency, one everything. The Tower of Babel restructured.
Yeah, so he's comparing this, or he's saying that they're trying to use the alien narrative to make it seem like there's an alien invasion coming so that everybody will band together and create this new world order, like the Illuminati, New World Order, and Antichrist and all that. And he's going to be using Ronald Reagan to do it. Now, we're not going to listen to all of Reagan's speeches because it's the same talking point that he just spits over and over and over again. It's the same talking points that every politician kind of rallies around, like their own talking points. It's not this one talking point, but just they have their talking points that they repeat time and time and time again. So that's what he's going to be showing here in a minute, and we're going to watch one of them and only one, and then we're going to fast forward to after them.
A one world order. That is what the new world order is. That's why you hear all this love and all this stuff I constantly talk about.
Hello, Elias, fake name, or alias, fake name.
Fuck.
I'm stupid. I'm gonna give myself one bell for that. All right.
And warn everybody about, which is, the coming of the Antichrist and all this deception that you see going on. But nonetheless, the whole mind control movement of the alien attack, this has all been planned from the get-go. That's why every month there's a new movie since the 1940s, 1950s, whenever movies started, about alien invasions. Do you think some guy just came up with it? It was like, hey, maybe there's planets out there and then there's aliens and oh yeah, and then they roll out the fake moon landing and all this stuff that we get taught in school about planets, all this nonsense. This is all part of a new world order plan. This is a massive mind control manipulation, but
So basically, when we started considering the fact that we can explore space and, like we started sending satellites up and everything like that, it got us curious about what is out there. And so, of course, fiction writers, science fiction writers, would talk about that. They would talk about, what could be, like, what are the possibilities and all this other stuff. And so that's what got people initially interested in, like, the alien question. Neuter Dude.
Can't even eat my macaroni and cheese. Fuck all of you.
Neuter Dude. Trump is going to make some macaroni and splooge for snacks.
I hate every single one of you.
By that she means she loves you. Keep donating. JC, he lies. It's War of the Worlds. DEFCON 1! DEFCON 1! So that's what really got us started on, the scientific science fiction of everything. And So to say that the U.S. government came up with it in order to prepare us for this Project Bluebeam so that they could do the whole New World Order kind of deal and whatnot, it is really disingenuous to the actual history of like science fiction. And so I find it increasingly dishonest of a call for an uprising with how he's presenting all this. Because like he says that the moon landings are fake and that they've only done this to prepare us for, this eventual New World Order. And there's just legit no evidence. Like, I don't even know why people are convinced by this, other than the fact that they feel like there's some otherworldly opposition to them, whether it be demons or God or some kind of like interdimensional something or another that's gonna come and strike us down or something like that. Like, everybody's always waiting for something like that to happen. They always want something like that to happen. And people like this just fuel that fear. And that's why I think people like him that use religion and everything like that to scare people into believing them they're just pieces of shit. New member, Raza43. Welcome, Raza, to the Skeptic Mafia. I hope that you enjoy your stay here, however long you do stay, but you are part of the family. If anybody that has joined the Skeptic Mafia will like message me on Discord or something like that, let me know, and I can get you the Skeptic Mafia member thing. I just got to be able to verify that you're actually in the Skeptic Mafia somehow. Ken Schaefer, the blue sky is a reflection off of Daniel Pratt's hoodie from the single bulb in his mother's basement. Dang! I'm giving a ding for that. Okay, so we're gonna continue with this.
You can hear the numerous times that Ronald Reagan, numerous times, has talked about it. He didn't just improvise it in a speech. He said it over and over. Look at the repetition of how many times he said it would take an outside force to cause everyone to unite as human beings, right? To become one. Listen for yourself.
I couldn't help at one point in my discussions privately with General Secretary Gorbachev, when you stop to think that we're all God's children wherever we may live in the world, I couldn't help but...
No, Reagan. We are not all God's children because God has to exist in order to have a kid. Also, I thought that Jesus was his only child, Reagan.
Before you start back,
yeah.
Explain how to join, like how to become a member. A few people have mentioned it.
Oh, okay. How do you become a member? Well, I'm actually going to put a new link that I got today. All right, so if anybody wants to join, I have put a link in the chat there. Do joinskepticmafia.com. You go there and you can actually sign up to become a member. If you don't want to hit that link, you can go right there on the page. The join link is right next to the subscribe button. You can hit that join and you can use all the wonderful emojis. You can get access to our member posts here on YouTube. You can also become a member of the Discord server and have your have the Skeptic Mafia role, so you can get all those nice channels there on the Discord. So yeah, if you want to join, please do join. It would be awesome if you did. So we also have a podcast that we do every Tuesday specific for the Skeptic Mafia. So I hope that you'll watch that too. All right. No, Reagan, Jesus is the only son of God, you dipshit. Become a better Christian. Is he dead yet?
Who?
Reagan?
Yes.
Okay. He's already maxed out his Christian card.
Say to him, just think how easy his task and mine might be in these meetings that we held if suddenly there was a threat to this world from some other species, from another planet, outside in the universe. We'd forget all the little local differences that we have between our countries, and we would find out once and for all that we really are all human beings here on this earth together.
That would be nice, but I still think that there would definitely be people that would be assholes and not want to, do that. I just think that he's got a good idea there that some kind of outside force, like it would have to be like an outside force to all of us in order for all of us to stand against it. But I mean, that doesn't necessarily have to be, it doesn't have to be aliens, actually, because if you think about the Terminator series, that was us creating robots ourselves, and they destroyed us. And then, we as a species would have banded together then to destroy the robots that we created and whatnot. So, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be aliens. This would be like a false dichotomy that it has to be aliens. So, yeah, that if you wanted to attach a fallacy other than crazy as fuck, it would be, false dichotomy here.
Well, I don't suppose we can wait for some alien race to come down and threaten us. But I think that between us, we can bring about that realization.
Okay, so now he's going to go on to several clips where Reagan is saying the same talking point, and we're going to skip past that because there's no point in us actually listening to the same talking point over and over again. So we're just going to fast forward to the end of the Reagan speeches.
Come together to fight that particular threat.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know about Project Bluebeam, it's going to be a sky show. There's a lot of different theories of that people believe where, there's going to be a god. They're going to use a fake thing to reveal, a fake god, the Antichrist to everyone, and everyone's going to bow down. Some don't believe that aspect of it. They believe that it's just going to be a fake alien invasion when it's our.
So when he says theory, he means wild-haired idea that somebody just fucking came up with. Like, it's not any kind of legitimate theory. It is the wild, harebrained idea kind of theory.
Our own government using, our own weapons that we've allowed them to create and get away with, on our own people, and say that it's an alien attack. Because remember, I say this all the time about aliens and all this stuff not being real, demons being real. People don't understand. They're like, well, I've seen a UFO before. Maybe you have, but that's not a UFO from Mars. That's a UFO from your own government. Which
it's a UFO from your own government, you dipshits! Ding, 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 ding. This guy's an idiot, obviously, because I mean, I don't understand why our government would want to fake an alien invasion. Like, that just seems really weird. Like as a conspiracy theory, it's like, oh shit, guys, they're gonna fake an alien invasion and they're gonna have weird CGI shit where we're gonna meet the aliens and everything, but it's just to install a one world government and have the Antichrist at the head of it, so we all have to suck his dick, but we have to suck our own savior's dick in heaven. My lips are only for Jesus. I'm just saying, it sounds really fucking convoluted.
You would think was a UFO because they've convinced you that that's what a UFO looks like, something that doesn't look like a regular military plane. So your mind instantly thinks, oh, that's got to be an alien. Look, it's in the shape of a circle, and there's no way. Why? Because they haven't rolled it out and told you that they have it. They've told you that if you ever see that kind of a thing in the sky, it's an alien, right? And then they roll all of this technology out, and everybody thinks it's an alien invasion.
I mean, I get that the sky kind of looks like the fucking Independence Day sky a little bit, like the blue beams from the ships in Independence Day. But I mean, that's what these conspiracy theory fucks like to do. They like to associate Hollywood with the government, saying like the government controls Hollywood and the government uses Hollywood to pre-program you for certain things, like what do alien ships look like? And so, I don't know. I mean, I think that, there was probably one person that came up with a design for UFOs or whatever, and then, people just ran with it. And I don't think that it was the government, because there's literally no evidence to support anything that this guy is saying about aliens and the government.
All right? The stupidity of society to believe all this stuff. Because they've been told through the movies, aliens and all this stuff are real. They've been told in school that, oh, there could be life on other planets and NASA and all this crap. It's all part of the deception.
Wait, you think that You think that the movie Aliens are representations of real aliens?
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
What? Because it's all like imagination. Like it was all made out of the imagination of scientific or science fiction writers.
That's what they want you to think.
Oh, that's what they want me to think. Oh shit! I've fallen asleep, but I'm not woke enough for this shit, fellas and gals. Got to get everybody. But yeah, so he thinks that the Hollywood movies are true representations of what aliens would look like, or what like apparently we think aliens look like. I mean, I get that we say that there's most likely life out there, like elsewhere, but I mean, I don't see how that directly translates to, oh, we're gonna scare people with aliens so we can take over the world. Chris Kelling, here's something for the Illuminati. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate your Illuminati donation. As always, the checks are in the mail.
Right? And again, it makes me pull my hair out to think how people go, well, there's no proof that God existed. There's no proof that Jesus existed. There's nothing but proof, actually, in a lot of these areas.
There's nothing but proof that God exists? Like, I get it. Not everybody's on the mythicist train. I'm fine with that. But holy fuck, there's more than enough proof for God existing? There is literally no proof, like no good proof, that God exists. I mean, sure, apologists say they have evidence for God, but that doesn't actually mean they have evidence for God. Like, it's not actual evidence.
But honey, they feel God in their heart of hearts.
Oh, honey, you mean they feel God come up inside them?
Yeah.
Expand and then explode, filling them with the great white light of God?
Yep.
Okay. It just sounds like God fucked them in the ass and came inside their hearts. I mean, that's one long dick. You gotta appreciate the long God dick.
You know, the asshole is not connected to the heart hole.
It doesn't have to be.
Oh.
Areas where, things have occurred.
Back in back when they were doing hardcore crucifixions, they would shove a pole up your ass. And they would just shove it right up your ass and skewer you. Kiwi! I'm a Kiwi alien! Oh, that's good to know. I wonder what Kiwi aliens look like. Is it like Ray Comfort with a bigger forehead?
I don't know.
Biblical things have
occurred. Kiwis are delicious.
Have been hidden by them in Saudi Arabia, all these places over in the Middle East. They've been hidden, right? Yet people believe that aliens have been here. There's no sign of one. Just like, I'm not even going to get on a rant about it, okay? But what I believe with the blue skies in Manhattan is just more testing, right? Because the propaganda that comes out after is where you really read between the lines, right? Could it have been a power plant? Oh, sure. I mean, I doubt it.
Why do you doubt it? Why do you doubt the official story? Even though we have video evidence from when it actually happened, we have all of the effects, that would be caused by such a thing actually happened. There were no blue beams being shot down into the power station or anything like that. What convinces you of it? Because it just sounds like to me oh, it's definitely not a power plant explosion because I feel it deep in my cockles, and that's where Jesus likes to reside, is deep in my cockles down here.
People are like, oh, come on, really could be. I mean, really? Like that lit up the sky blue? Really? Why is it blue? Oh, because, this type of chemical was, oh, right.
Wait, what kind of chemicals? No, I mean, it's the atmosphere. The atmosphere is why it glowed blue.
Because science, you bitch.
Because science, you fucking idiot.
Ding.
Da-ding, ding, da-ding, ding, da-ding. Ding, 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 da-ding. That's the Nickelodeon song, but in dings.
But look at all of the raw footage that other people are taking with their cell phones, or you could see the sky lighting up and things like that. And you're telling me we're supposed to believe that narrative. And then, of course, what is the narrative talking about, right? The narrative immediately is deflecting off. There's no talk ever of, could our government be doing something in the skies?
Because it's not a real thing to consider. It is not a legitimate thing to consider. God damn it, you fucking... Jesus fucking Christ. I feel like using the word idiot way too much right now.
No talk ever, right? They go immediately to aliens, right?
No, the guy was being facetious in the thing that you showed. If anybody was like, that's fucking aliens right there. I know aliens when I see one. When I got probed last week, that's what it was. I woke up with blue shit all around my asshole. And that's not really serious. That's being fucking facetious.
And then they interview police officers. Oh, you promise us there's not? I mean, give me a break, right? So there's
Oh, God, give me a fucking break. Your talking points are shit, motherfucker. Welcome, Zed Matteo, to the Skeptic Mafia. Madara Anderson, thank you for reacting to this. Illuminati whack job. Okay. I don't know if that's a good thing, Mara. I appreciate your donation. I am definitely illuminate whack job. Oh, illuminate whack job. I am illuminating this whack job. Yes.
There's more Project Bluebeam testing, more Project Bluebeam preparation. Okay, they're gonna roll it out at some point in time. You know they're gonna, because they're not stopping with the propaganda with the alien invasions. I mean, how many alien movies do we need to see? And people,
I don't know. I could stand for a few more alien movies. I mean, good alien movies, not the fucking shitty alien movies.
What was that one we saw in 4K? Or
4DX?
Predator.
Yeah, we saw Predator in 4D.
Okay, I don't know the difference.
4DX theaters are the shit, guys.
Amazing.
Yeah, I could feel the Predator's breath in my face and the blood on
when it
my
sprays,
face.
When
Yeah.
the blood sprays and then there's theater gets filled with smoke and shit. It's amazing.
Yeah, so like in the Predator, there's this one part where like there's some blood that trickles down on the main character's head.
Was so gross.
It dripped like the substance on our heads
from the ceiling onto us, like we had blood dripping on us from something above. Oh god, it was so creepy.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
Oh, the seats also shook. Like when the guy was getting the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah.
He was like our seats shook.
Explosion, we would feel the seats shake and shit. It was awesome.
Yeah.
people actually believe it's real because they've seen so many movies, they think it's real. It's insanity. This is your government going against its people to form a new world order, a one world government, a one world under the eye of Lucifer, where people will bow down to the Antichrist. Don't.
Oh my God! They're doing this so they can worship Lucifer out in the open. And you gotta bow down and suck that Antichrist dick, or else you're gonna be taken up by the aliens and you're gonna get your asses probed by some big dick motherfucker up there who's gonna act like he's some kind of medical device. He's gonna be like, listen, salvation comes out of my dick and it's gonna go right up your asshole. You know, there have been preachers and shit that have legitimately said that about their dicks. Salvation is inside my dick. You have to suck it out.
Yeah, those people are gross.
Look it up. It's out there. Like, there's legitimate preachers that say that shit. But I like how it's always something Luciferian or something to do with Satan. It's like Satan's going to come here and rule us under a new world order with the Antichrist at the head of it, just so that... What? I mean, the Christian religion teaches that this world is already ruled by Satan. So I don't know why Satan has to physically rule over us, even though he already rules over us. Like the second coming of Christ in the Bible is about him coming back and defeating Satan that already rules over this world.
You know what's cool though is tomorrow you'll be able to ask SJ about this because she has met Satan and knows Jesus personally.
Hey, you know what? God has like smacked her so hard that she has like seen or tasted colors. She has tasted colors.
Heard purple.
Or she heard the color purple because God slapped her so hard with his God dick. Yep.
Be deceived by stuff. I thank you for listening to today's show. Let me know what you think about the blue beams in the sky. God bless all of you and your families.
There's no blue beams in the sky. What?
I think you're fucking crazy.
Yeah, this guy's a fucking idiot. I'm really not trying to co-opt that from Team Skeptic. It
sounds like you are.
I know it does. I'm sorry, Team Skeptic. I can stop using it. But he's fucking delusional. Here,
Hey, I have to tell you, Quentin Van Boeven
Yeah.
made a GEKC wedding countdown.
That's pretty awesome.
I should have told him, Quentin, I actually have a flat earth app on my phone, and it has a countdown timer, and because I didn't have another countdown timer, I used the flat earth app to do a wedding countdown.
So I officially got the blessing from Father was it Father Skeptic?
Yeah.
To use the fucking idiot line.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's officially licensed now. I can use you. A call for an uprising. You're a fucking idiot.
Ding.
Ding. So yeah. Apparently, he wants everybody to tell him in the comment section what they think about this Project Bluebeam experiment or test or something like that. What I have to say is there were no blue beams. There were no lasers. Fuck me in the blue hole.
While you're doing that, Bullinator.
Bullionator?
Dave said you're going to talk to SJ? Yes, tomorrow.
Yeah.
I am not thrilled about it. Neuter dude, what kind of mac and cheese did you have? I don't know. The orange kind.
The pre-made regular kind?
Yeah, I don't know. It had noodles and cheese. Sorry, I'm not a fancy person.
Hey, you're talking to a Walmart man yourself.
Yeah, I don't go to Walmart.
All right, so that's it for the video tonight. If you stop by just for the video, we really appreciate you stopping here. If you will, there will be some links on the screen here eventually. If you want to hit up one of those videos, that would help me out a lot. Or subscribe if you want to do that and help me build up an awesome channel. There's a link in the description to become a member if you want to use these cool-ass emojis. And we're going to go into the comments now, but if you're leaving, you guys have a nice night. Don't forget to stand up, use your voice.